Super excited to be with you here today. We are live. We are live. We are live. Now, I want to express my gratitude this morning for a couple things. And the reason why is because, I'm doing what I love to do. Like, I seriously am doing what I love to do. I love helping people. I love helping them in a way that they can actually be successful. And I love what I do in the sense of all the different businesses that I run. And I'm really excited about the challenge. Now, who in the chat right now is so jazzed about being a part of this 30-day creator challenge? Go ahead and put it in the comments right here, right now. I'm going to really start reading these and start engaging with you as much as I possibly can. And what I want to do is share with you how we can actually see success. And it has everything to do with you taking action. Now, I'm a firm believer that success comes from really planning things out, executing on those plans, analyzing the things that just happened, and adjusting. That's how you can have success. That's what I teach all my students, and that's what I'm teaching you here today. Now, you're probably wondering, what is all this contest about? All the little details that you need to know. Well, this is the video that's gonna really get you ahead of taking the challenge the right way. Now, once you've actually started, we've given you some assignments. We gave you 2 assignments. We're gonna go in depth on both of those assignments of why I gave you those assignments. I think that's really important. The second thing is what you need to do next, because don't you want an assignment? Who wants the 3rd assignment? Good, let's see it. Raise your hands, put it in the chat. Come on, guys. Here's where we're going. We're gonna make this thing happen. What I'm really excited about is, since we're live, at the end of this, we can actually take Q&As. And so we actually have it ready to go where I can pull you on. I can throw a question like this, designed to the nines, just hit 50,000 subscribers last night, thanks to Daryl Eves. But that's the cool thing, is we can actually pull you in and have a really good discussion. That's where I can help mentor you on this journey of your 30 days of really finding success on YouTube. Should we get started? Should we get started? Well, I really am grateful for that first chat, that first comment. I was getting ready for this live stream, and in my head, I knew exactly what I wanted to go through. And I said to myself, Daryl, it would be really great to showcase success in action. And I went on and noticed just early in the morning that I went on Facebook, and I was able to see that we had 46 minutes ago when I took the screenshot, Natalie, who just did the first comment, was able to get her goal. Now, one of the things I want you to know, and this is really, really important, when you see these goals like this is more important for me than these gold play buttons and the money and everything, because I love setting goals. I love achieving goals. I love inspiring people to make goals. And, Natalie definitely is one of my students in Channel Jumpstart. And what I love about it is she actually made her goal to go really succeed and do things in 6 months. And the cool thing about it is we're not even 6 months into it. And she was able to achieve her goal. That is really cool. So what I want to do is start the training out right. I want you to be able to understand the journey that you're going through, just like Natalie was doing, but more in depth, because your journey starts right here. Your journey starts with this video. And I want to share with you a personal experience. I think that in these trainings, I want you to learn by success in action. When you're able to see it in action, that will inspire you that you know it can be done. But more importantly, it will give you some things that you need to do to take away from. Now, that's where I come in as a mentor. That's where I come in and help you when you're able to see success in action. Justin, when you pull that over, it's actually going on the live stream. You can't do that. Like, it goes to this monitor right there. So that's what happens with live streams, is like, I just spit everywhere. That we have people doing stuff over here, and sometimes it will affect you. You saw what we did this last time. We actually had some bad audio issue on the last video, but that's what live streams are all about, right? So that's what you paid for. Going live. You didn't even pay for anything. It's free. So what are you complaining for? Okay, so that being said, we're going to jump into this and really give you the things that you need to in this challenge to be successful. So who's ready for it? Put it in the comments. I know that you're ready for it. You're right here on a Saturday, and I'm excited to start sharing with you. Now, this all actually starts out of when and what I do. So I own an agency, and I work with some big brands and creators, and you've heard that story before, and I've generated 51 billion video views on YouTube. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, but here's the thing, is I get hit up all the time by people wanting to learn. They send me DMs, they send me personal messages, they send me emails. I mean, I get hundreds of thousands of emails every year of people wanting help, and it's kind of hard to really do that. Now, the crazy thing about it is all the different places that I go on, they're wanting tips and advice and techniques. Now, I was actually up and speaking at a conference, and this guy approached me and says, hey, I really want to learn and I really want to go into it. And I says, that's great. He goes, but I have what it takes to be a YouTuber. And that was great, right? And I didn't even think twice of it because that was, that happens a lot. Okay, so if that happened to you, I do apologize. But let me tell you what happened next. This is the key for success. He did not give up. I was actually doing a video shoot that I needed a PA, but I wasn't going to pay any money. And he reached out to me and says, hey, I'll be your PA. I'll be there. You just tell me what time it'll be. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I got you. I got you taken care of. I'm like, okay, that's great. And so I started to mentor someone, and his name is Steve. And what was amazing about Steve is he was ready for the journey. He had 50 subscribers. He was ready to learn, and he wanted to basically see success on YouTube. How many of you are like Steve? Now, you might have more or less subscribers than he does. That's okay. You might be in a different position in your life, but I want you to see if you have some similarities to Steve, because I can tell you right now, if you do, this is the recipe to really succeed. So what did Steve want to do? He wanted to learn. He actually became a student of YouTube, and he wanted to really, really succeed. He was motivated, and he volunteered his time because he wanted to learn. Now think about that for a second. How many of you are in that same motivation factor? You're ready to learn, you're ready to go at it, you're willing to do what it's gonna take to be there. Go ahead and put it in the chat, because honestly, that right there, that factor, that drive factor will determine if you're gonna be successful or not. Now, this is where I want to inspire you. This is where I want to take you to a new level, is I want to give you my thought process and my ways of doing YouTube. I ranted on a video just barely on the live stream talking about we need to think differently when it comes to growing on YouTube. Don't think of search engines and optimization. Think of people, what people want, because we're people and we want content. We want to be entertained. We want to be inspired. We want to be educated. We gotta stop thinking analytically in that way, but we need to use the analytics to make better data-driven decisions, but not the decisions that you think that's going to be the miracle cure, the amazing saving grace of your channel really succeeding. Because it's not. At the end of the day, it's not. People will make it happen for you. So let's talk about what Steve did. Now, Steve volunteered. He was able to go on a shoot with some very, very big YouTubers. At that time, you know, they had a couple million subscribers, and Steve was holding a light. He was running errands. He ran to Costco. He ran to Walmart for us. He got some batteries. He put the batteries in there. He's doing all that other stuff. And all the time, he was talking when it was appropriate to the talent, you know, having fun with them. You know, they got to know him a little bit. That's great. And he did not do this, and this is really important. He didn't insert himself into the conversation. He just became a part of the conversation. Hey, I'm just starting out. Yeah, that's great. You know, what advice would you give me? And that's when he was ready to learn. And he didn't say what he was doing. He says, what advice would you give me? And then they started to ask questions to him. Hey, Steve, what do you do this? What that? Well, you know, where are you at in your journey? Oh, you only have 50 subscribers? That's okay. I had 50 subscribers too. And then they started giving him some tips and advice. Now, that moment, I was like all in on Steve. I was like, okay, if this guy is willing to help me, all I can do is help him. If he's that motivated to drop everything, because like he owned a business and he dropped his business, went and ran and held a light for me and ran and did errands, I'm like, I'm all in. I'm helping this guy. So when he volunteered, he actually found a mentor. And that mentor was me. Okay. Now I want to share with you the process because I know this is to be true, guys. This is the process to really succeed. And far too many times we get like sidetracked. If you want to succeed, the order of the assignments are really critical. The depth of it is like, we can't go through a lot in 30 days. So we got to just basically give you exactly what you need to, and then have you really do more research and more study and watch and rewatch these videos. And so what he did was he was able to find a mentor. Okay. Now with the mentor, what would I do as a mentor? What did I want him to do? Is the first thing that I wanted to do is set goals. And why? Why in the world would I want Steve to set goals? If he has a mentor, goals, I don't know how to mentor him. Like, I don't even know what he wants unless I understand what his finish line is. Like, I am really, really good. I'm extremely good. I've been blessed from God in so many different ways. And one of the blessings that he's given me in my life is I'm able to reverse engineer things. I'm able to see patterns and recognize patterns, but I can't recognize a pattern unless I know what the finish line is. So if I know what that is, that's what I'm going to do. So Steve was able to set his finish line, and that is critical. So one of the things that I would like you to do is to set your goals. I want you to be focused in on that finish line. And I'm here to tell you that this is so important to me. So when I get on a new student, we actually have a full workbook that they go through to really define why they are doing this. Because when you understand why, it's not like, don't even put in there, oh, I just want to make a ton of money and do whatever. That's great, but why are you doing it? Let's like break that down, because you got to figure out what you're passionate about. And when you're passionate about it, like what I'm passionate about here, you can see the energy in me because I want to help you. And then two, when you're passionate about it, it's going to give you the determination to stick through the hard times, but also that you're able to be motivated to keep on going. So that's what I needed to do, is help him see that goal. So I took a lot of time, spent with him, went over goals with my students. They go through a full workbook and they go in depth. So my question to you guys right now is, what are your goals? Where do you want to be? Do you want to be like Natalie and say, in 6 months, I want to be at 50,000 subscribers? That's great, because she was at 16,000 at the beginning of the year. So that's great. That's great momentum. There are channels that grow faster than that. There's people that got that in a couple days. But do you know what? That was her journey. But her journey started with her making the decision of where she wanted to be. And guess what? She knocked it out of the park. She nailed her goal. And that makes me more proud as a mentor and her coach than anything else. So Natalie, I'm super, and I'm going to probably get emotional, but super proud of you, because I know this meant a lot to you, and it wasn't me. It was not me. I just helped you see things a little bit differently. And it was you that took the action. It was you that followed the advice. It was you that did the videos and the stuff that I told you to do. You did it. And then you analyzed and adjusted and made the success to what you actually have today. So congratulations on that. Now, okay, so understanding finish lines is really, 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 really important. And I do a lot of things that really help you get to that finish line. And the first thing is accountability partners. I cannot tell you how much that this is important for me. So do you remember Steve? You remember my buddy Steve? So when I set down his goals and we went through it, I said, okay, now the first thing you need to do is go find some like-minded creators that can help you stay accountable to the goals that you set. And he goes, well, aren't you my accountability partner? I says, no, Steve, I'm your mentor. you need to find some accountability partners. So he had a list and he goes, well, help me know who to choose. I says, I can always fish for you and give you fish, but I want to teach you how to fish. And so let's look at the things that would make a great accountability partner. So what is that? What makes a great accountability partner? Well, you need to have someone that's just as passionate as you in what you're doing. Okay, they need to be able to be passionate. So you got to find someone that's ready to go, ready to be a YouTuber. Okay, that is key. Or they're already a YouTuber, they're really excited and they need some accountability. That's great. But you got to figure out someone that would invest time in you. Now, what's been great about the 30-Day Creator Challenge is we actually have people like you watching this live stream right now that are looking for other people. So I'd encourage you to use the Facebook page and the Discord group to help do that. Now, that's being said, that's somebody you don't even know. What would be better is find creators in your area that you can actually help them on their projects and they can help you on their projects. And that's where that accountability partner is. So Steve said, Daryl, I'm ready to do it. Tell me what I need to do. Here's some people that would be good. And he gave me a list of 5 people. I looked through it and being in his same state, I says, look, Steve, I know these people and these are the ones that I think that would be more in line with the type of content you're creating. These other ones probably wouldn't give you the right advice or you couldn't collaborate with them and grow together. But that's not always a bad thing because you can get different advice and learn different ways. And so I gave him the pros and the cons, and then he selected 3 names on the list. And the 3 names that he picked on the list was his channel, who had 50 subscribers at the time. He found a channel that had 1,000 subscribers, one that had 10,000 subscribers, and he reached out to one that had 30,000 subscribers. And I want to tell you what happened next. And this is really important that I want you all to know. You never know what you don't know. Okay. So Steve had the drive, reached out. The one that had 1,000 subscribers goes, I'm all in. Let's do it. Like we can grow together. We can synergize. We can meet weekly. We can kind of help each other on each other's projects. This is going to be awesome. The guy that had 10,000 subscribers, he said, Steve, I really appreciate where you're at, but I got 10,000 subscribers. Like I personally have 10,000 subscribers. You have 50. Why? You know, and then Steve went in depth and he goes, I want to win. I want to get to this point in my life, in my career and on YouTube, and I'm going to do it. And I want to surround myself with people that will really succeed. And he goes, well, to be honest with you, Steve, I don't know if that's the best thing for me because I think I'll be wasting time because I'm a little bit higher level than you are. Whoa. Hold now, Nelly. Don't even go there. Now, that being said, I want to tell you what happened next. He actually said, hey, Daryl, this guy's not going to do it with me, and that's fine. Let's pick somebody else. I says, oh, no. I want you to call him back and tell him that I said, your mentor said that I'm going to be helping you guys. I'm going to give you some ideas. So he called him back, said, okay, that's what we're going to do, and he actually accepted. Now, keep in mind, everybody's at different states of YouTube. They're different types, like they really are. And I don't fault the person that had 10,000 subscribers because he didn't even really know this person. And so the thing that you want to learn if you're going to be like Steve, get to know the person first. Don't just go and approach him. You know, it's better that you help them on certain things and, you know, bring value in some way. I mean, this was like literally a cold call. So I don't blame 100% the person that actually had the 10,000 subscribers and was able to go from there. So what did they do? Well, they started to meet. They started to have mastermind meetings. Like this is really important. This is something that I do a lot. And the reason why is because you need to start sharing information. You need to start sharing the things that you learned. And so they actually created this group where they're able to talk. They're able to help each other. They can say, oh, I got this equipment. If you need this equipment, I got a drone or whatever. Let me help you on this. And they started really collaborating, not only in their videos, but for their videos. And that's a really big thing. Now, here was a monumental moment. And this is where I promised Steve that I would do it. I said, Steve, you get the thing going. You be consistent. and I will meet up with you and we'll have a time that we can actually talk. But if we're going to do this, we're going to IHOP, baby. Because like for me, I am so nailed on truly understanding, time. And so I want to multitask. And so we went to IHOP. I was eating my food. They were telling me all the stuff they were going on, and they didn't even touch their food, and they shared their dreams. Now, here was the thing. They had someone, all of them were passionate about growing. Okay. This was 4 years ago, and I'm here to tell you that because of the 4 years, there's a lot of things that you can learn. But if you have the drive, if you have the vision, if you have the mission, you have the determination to make it happen, then that 4 years can turn into success. Because that one little meeting at IHOP, okay, went into taking a 10,000 subscriber channel. Now you remember that 10,000 subscriber channel was hesitant to start working with other creators that had less subscribers than them, but that 10,000 subscriber channel now has 1.7 million subscribers. They also have other channels that they own, and they're seeing that success. And the cool thing about the Tannerites is I love them to death. They're actually my neighbors now. They live right down the road. I'm proud of them because it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for them. It was tough. And they had tough times. There was stuff with COPPA. There was stuff with all this weird stuff going on the internet. But they had someone to talk to. They had someone that cared about their channel. They had someone that thought of ideas for them and thought ideas that, hey, this can be some synergy. That is where it's at. And you're able to see that they're able to grow. Now, what I love, and this is really cool, is when you go into it, is to come to that 1,000 subscriber channel that was all in. You remember them? Well, they now have 3.15 million subscribers. What's cool about that is that it is a family business. Their two daughters have their own channels, and their boys have a channel, and their young kids have a channel, and they are really succeeding. Now, what I love about Jace and Rach, they're just awesome people. I love them to death. They also, too, live just down the street. What is it? Why is everybody moving to where I live? They're down the street, but I love them. I'm doing a documentary on them. It's the next one that's actually coming out of my series, and it is off the freaking chain. And the reason why is because success, when you can see that in action, it can motivate you to do the things that you need to. And it's not easy. Doing this is not easy. Okay, so we did the 10,000 subscriber. We did the 1,000 subscriber. Okay, Steve, what did Steve have? Come on, Steve, tell me, what did you have? You had 50 subscribers, but, drum roll please, 4.7 million subscribers on YouTube. Amazing. That right there is amazing. Now, I want to let you understand, it was not me. It was not even remotely me. It was Steve and Jamie's desire of getting their goals and becoming a student of YouTube and surrounding themselves by the right people and then listening and learning. But I can tell you for 100% of a fact that they are doing what I'm teaching, which is to plan, execute, analyze, and adjust. When you adjust your plan, and then you execute and you analyze and adjust. They're doing it right now. And I'm telling you what they're doing is they are still learning. And in fact, Steve's son, Steven, is a student of mine in Channel Jumpstart. And so is the girls. And so is Uncle Derek. All of them are seeing success. And I'm telling you guys, there's a lot to learn. And even though that someone has a lot of success, doesn't mean that you should learn from them. You know, there's a lot of dumb luck that happens. But if you have the drive and the motivation not to give up, you surround yourself by the right people, the accountability partners, then you can make it happen. Now, I'm here to tell you, you're going to need a mentor, but guess what? That's me. in the 30-day challenge, that is me. I'm here to help you and really give you the thoughts of what you need to consider. And I'm going to continue to do stuff on my YouTube channel. I'm going to help you out in different ways. But it's really important that you understand that you determine your success. No hack is going to do that. No YouTube educator like me is not going to get you to the finish line. It's not going to happen. It's your hard work every single day. You're grinding it, and that's why you need people to support you. You have to have that because it's so difficult. This is a hard business to be in. There's a lot of complications, but I can tell you this, you surround yourself by the right people and you can all succeed just like that. Now think about it. Think about it. If you're in a situation and someone that's super motivated, super smart comes to you and says, let's kind of collaborate. You're like, no, I got 20,000 subscribers and you have 4. Well, I'm going to tell you that 4 subscribers with the right motivation, he might be just the next Mr. Beast. Think about that for a second because we're all starting out. You got to be motivated. You got to get into it. Like that right there, you can't take away. And I can tell you, when I first met Mr. Beast, I was all in. I wanted to mentor that kid to get him to what his goals really are. But my first question to him was, what is your finish line? He told me his finish line, and I go, man, that would be really cool. He says, no, I'm going to do everything in my power. I'm going to give away every dollar that I make to get that goal because that's so important for me. And he's doing it. He's doing it right now. And in fact, I am actually moving to be his next door neighbor in like 2 days for a couple months. But that's the reality. That's the reality of it, man. You never know who you're going to come by. Don't think you're too big for your britches. Just look at the value of support and helping each other out. Creators helping creators. Man, I'm just on one today. So anyway, I hope this inspires you, okay? So looking at this, we need to really focus in on accountability partners. Now, you might not have an accountability partner. We talked about that before. That's why we have the Facebook group. That's why we have the Discord group. Get your accountability partner there. Keep in mind, go more than just one-on-one, go one-on-many, 1 or 2 or 3 people is great, to have a partner for. Don't get it too big. That's what the groups are for and the Discord is for. Just keep it small and tactical. But what I would look for is people that are motivated to do it. It would help if you're in the same space because you might be able to collaborate. Now you might say, well, they're on the other side of the world. That doesn't matter. Look at the technology today. We're actually having a collaboration right now because I'm doing a live stream with you, and that's where it's at, guys. That's where it's at. Okay, so coming back, you need to have that accountability partner. You need to surround yourself by the right people. That way you can stay motivated and you can stay consistent. So definitely get people a part of this and get into the groups. That's what they're there for. But more importantly, if you know a creator right now, if it was me, I'd invite him. And I'm not doing it just because I want more people in the challenge. Like, no. I succeed as a coach when you succeed as a student. Why wouldn't I want you to succeed as a student? Did you realize that this didn't even cost you a dime? But it costs you thousands of dollars in opportunity costs. Okay, think about this for a second. If you're doing every video that I put out, that takes time. Time equals money, okay? That right there is costing you things, but it's you. You have to be able to decide if you're going to succeed or not. Now, I can't help you and motivate you. I mean, I can get you all riled up, talk about Steve, but it's more important that you go find your Steve. And look around you. There has to be someone in your town that does YouTube. There has to be someone in your town that does it. You can have more than one accountability partner. You can have one online and one in person. Do it. I have like literally 5 mastermind groups that I'm a part of. I really do. And why do I do it? Why do I do it like every single freaking day? It's because I'm ready to I just want to win. And I know that the accountability partnership is where it's at. So invite your people to take the challenge with you, especially if they live in your area. And now we're going to talk about what you're going to hear time and time again. This is my mantra. My son, Kelton, laughs at me every single time. He's like, Dad, you are so consistent. I'm like, yeah, because that's life. If you want success, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if it's school, if you want to become a mechanic, if you want to be a pilot, if you want to be a doctor, it doesn't matter. What you need to do is create a plan. You need to execute on that plan. You got to analyze and adjust. And when you adjust your plan, you execute on the plan, you analyze your plan, and you adjust. And that is the cycle of success. I'm here to tell you that is the cycle that I have succeeded on every one of my projects that I've ever done. Now, you might not know everything that I've done. Some of you are new to me. I have broken world records. I've raised like literally the biggest crowdfunding record of all time. I didn't personally do it myself. That's like difficult. I surrounded myself by the right people, and we did it. I've been able to get 51 billion video views on YouTube, another 28 billion on Facebook, help 22 channels come up with an idea, and then take that idea and turn it into 1 million subscribers. If I was to tell you how many subscribers we were able to generate, I mean, it'd be in the hundreds of millions of subscribers. And the reason why is I don't view that. The reason why I say the 22 is because it was an idea that we had. We created a plan. We executed on that plan. We analyzed it and adjusted it until they got 1 million subscribers each. That right there is why I use that number, and I don't just do an arbitrary number of, oh, with all my coaching students, I can do this. Like, look, seriously, Mr. Beast, like that's almost 40 million subscribers right there. But I didn't do that. I didn't come up with a plan. I mean, we're doing a lot of work together now, and I come up with ideas for them now, and we're doing strategies and tactics now. But I didn't do that. I can't take the credit for that. But those 22 channels, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the system I'm teaching you here today, is how to plan, execute, analyze, and adjust. Okay, so where does success come from? Okay, traffic and momentum. Traffic and momentum. Traffic and momentum. Do I need to say it again? Traffic and momentum. And the reason why is because, honestly, there's only a few people teaching this. They really are. Like, I go through the videos, I see what's being said, I see what's being said about other things of way of doing it, and at the end of the day, it comes back down to traffic and momentum. That is the success on YouTube, and you need to understand that. And I'm telling you, do not get discouraged if you don't have traffic. You just need to know where traffic is. Ta-da! And you need to understand the momentum that you can have by doing the right things of what will trigger that traffic. Now, I've had a very lively discussion with people, and they misconstrue my words. And that's fine. I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at with things, and it was fine. Do I focus in on search engine optimization? Absolutely not. Okay, Daryl just said search traffic's not important. That's not what I said. What I said is I don't care about search engine optimization. I care about human optimization. If I optimize for the viewer, then the algorithm will take care of itself. That's where success happens. But what do? I want to look at traffic and momentum. So I gave you guys a specific task. You needed to take a look at your top performing videos in the last 90 days. Who has done that? Put it in the chat there. I need to make sure that you've done this task, because if you really want to succeed, you need to understand traffic and momentum. Now, in the last live stream, if you haven't seen it, I sent you an email. You can watch the replay. It was live. There was like some echo in the audio because my dumb laptop's audio was on going to the live stream. And I don't know. I don't have my headset on. I can't hear what I'm saying. I don't want to hear the echo myself. So we had that happen, which is okay because it's a live stream, right? It was real. May make mistakes. That's great. But I'm going to analyze and adjust. We already analyzed and adjust, so you're not getting that. Notice, it's not coming up here now. It's not echoing. That's because we analyzed it and adjusted. But did you get that assignment done? Okay, so I hope you did. The reason why is I'm going to show you all about traffic and momentum. I'm going to show you exactly what I do and what I did for Christina Smallhorn when we did that analyzation of her channel. I gave her really, really good ideas to understand her traffic and momentum, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Now, in the last 90 days, what I want you to do is pull that up. And you want to pull the report, and what it should look like this, okay? When you do it for 90 days, you'll be able to see the videos from here. And what I want you to do is look for the oldest video. I want you to look for the oldest video in the lineup, okay? And there was a reason why we want to do that. That oldest video is an opportunity, okay? And if you look here, this is actually my channel. Guys, I'm showing you how to resurrect a channel, literally. I'm starting with my channel. Isn't that a good idea? Absolutely, right? So what I'm gonna do is I selected a channel, and my channel's my channel, and I'm doing the same thing that I'm asking you to do, which is take the top performing videos in the last 90 days, and I did. I found the oldest video on there, and it's this one right here, how to properly upload YouTube videos, okay? Then what I want you to do is task number 2. Now, I was watching what was being said on Discord. I was watching what was being said in Facebook. I think a lot of you missed this, and I want you to pay close attention. Watch this video over and over if you need to. But what I want you to do is look where momentum is. So we already looked at momentum of a 90-day period, which why do we want to do 90-day? Because YouTube's ecosystem is built on a 90-day cycle. Then the next thing we want to do is what's happening right now, and that's why we're looking at the top performers in the last 90 days, or I'm sorry, 48 hours. And so where do we see that? We want to see it right here in real-time analytics. Real-time analytics will tell us exactly what to do, and what we want to do is look for that oldest video. Okay? Look for that oldest video. Okay, surprise, surprise, surprise. The last 90 days and the last 45 days, the same video is a top performer. What in the world would I do? Well, what we need to do is stop, and we need to go through the channel jumpstart way, okay? And I know I use the channel jumpstart way because that's what I teach my students, okay? It's not the 30-day creator challenge. Like, it's the channel jumpstart way. To be a jump starter, you need to be in the process of thinking this through properly, okay? So what do? We're gonna look at that data, and we're looking, okay, it is the oldest, okay? And then we're gonna look for patterns. Patterns are extremely important if you want to succeed on YouTube. It's really important that you do what you need to do, and it all comes back down to looking at the patterns of that older video, and we do it through traffic, and momentum, okay? So look for those patterns. You gotta look for those patterns, and you do it through traffic and momentum. Okay, so the first thing that I do is who watched the video. This is really important, and YouTube's done a great job to let us know exactly who's watched the video, okay? We can get very in-depth on the demographic. So we know the age and the gender in the last 28 days. We can even toggle it by the last 90 days. We can do it in the last 48 hours. And we can see that I have a higher than normal male to female ratio because you think it's split. But what I do know is this is actually the ratio of creators on the platform. And the reason why is because there's more male creators for some reason than female creators. But I've seen it shift to more female creators. And so my question for you, if you're here on the challenge, give me a thumbs up for a male and a double thumbs up for female. Because if you're there, we can see those ratios to see if it's actually there as well. The next thing that I looked at is I would look at what age are they? Now, this is one that always surprises me. And I always like to break this down because it's the age there doesn't mean that it's the age of the person, because they might be using mommy and daddy's account. Well, for mine, I can tell you, no, this is actually the age of the person. And then we actually go figure out where they're coming from, because you might have different traffic sources coming at different times that will help you make different decisions. But more importantly, we know that this video isn't necessarily for my subscribers, it's for my non-subscribers. And then I want to know next, like once you go through this process, what is the next thing that you should do is really break this down and understand that, hey, if it's a non-subscriber and they're skewed male, and it's basically a Gen X, or I'm sorry, a Gen Z and a millennial, you have even some Gen Xers in there. So it's a little bit wider range of people. We need to ask, where did the traffic come from? Because like when you understand, it's all about traffic and momentum. So we already just did the momentum. Now we need to see where that traffic's coming from, because that will help us make better decisions when we create our plan. Do you guys see where this is going? Do you see where this is going? Okay, so we're gonna go back in. We're gonna see right where traffic needs to come from. We're gonna look right here. This one is no surprise. External is 50%. YouTube search is 27%. So my guess, without even looking at this right now, is it's showing up in Google, okay? 50%, 27.3% in YouTube search, okay? But I wanna know very specifically a couple things, okay? I was correct, you know, good percentage of it, not 50%, but 47.3%, which is good, okay? And we look at on YouTube, what keyword was I actually bringing the traffic in? So that helps me understand so much. Now, this is where I want you to understand this, okay? So I'm taking this data in, I'm looking for patterns, and I realize that, hey, this video is not gonna resonate with my subscribers, that's fine. It might bring in new subscribers. People might subscribe from me. So maybe I should make it more beneficial for them, since this might be they're new to YouTube. So they might be newbies, okay? I'm starting to formulate a lot of these thoughts. I might even keep a notebook by my side, which I encourage all my students to do. You know, that way you can start seeing patterns, and you might make some notes, and you need to go through your notes to see exactly what you need to do. So going back to this, knowing that, I want to know what the viewer thought. So we're not thinking about search engines here. We're really analyzing people. I want to know, what did the people think about my video? Okay, we're going to use data to make data-driven decisions to help us do it exactly the right way. And what I look at next is, did they like it to click on it? Well, we look at the impressions to the click-through rate, and it's like 4%. And I know some of my students are saying, why are you showing that report? You have other reports to show. We're just trying to keep it really simple. We don't have hours and hours and hours to teach everyone all the little strategies that we go through. But I am very sensitive that, hey, this is great for the click-through rate, that 4%. And that 4% is key. So we know that maybe that's good for how many recommendations that's going out there. And keep in mind, recommendations only in suggested videos. It's not necessarily in external, but the click-through rate is. The click-through rate is actually from YouTube search. You just got to go a little bit deeper into the report and see what that looks like. The next thing I want to do is, like, what did they think of the video? I go into the video. I'm able to analyze this. I'm able to say, oh, that was interesting. What happened there? Well, that's where I taught them how to properly upload the YouTube video. There we go. And what happened next? Well, they just kind of left the video. You can see that they kind of left the video over and over and over again. But the cool thing about it is, once they were able to do it, you can see that we kept the 42.1% average viewed percentage, or average percent viewed. Now, there's always the debate, average view duration versus average view percentage. We can have this debate all we want, but I'm going to show you, you're going to look at both. And depending on the type of channel, just depending on the type of content you have, you might actually put more weight to the average percent viewed versus the average view duration. It really depends on the type of content you create. Okay, which is a good thing. So I'm getting that data. Now, next thing I do is I come and look at the video. It has 5.1 million views. That's great. It was done January 2nd, 2014, which is awesome. We have a lot of comments, 7,628 comments. Well, I want to know, how new are these comments? Some are a week, some are 2 weeks, okay, some are 3 weeks. And then I want to start breaking it down. I want to start looking at different things. This video is for true beginners, nothing to learn here. You spent more than 2 hours on YouTube Studio. So that's great. I know that this is for beginners. Let's dig into it a little bit further. Hey, Daryl, I really like your videos of yours I've been watching lately. However, do you have a more up-to-date version of this video? I assume all the information will be the same or similar, but YouTube Studio is different than Classic. Okay, that's a pretty big thing. And look, at the end of the day, I keep on digging in these comments. I want to know what people are saying, right? This is a good one. I like this one. You left out checking the box of sending an upload notification out. You must do this during the upload. Otherwise, after it's published, it will never be sent to those who tapped the bell. That is so true, Marge. But this was done in 2014, and there was no freaking bell notification in 2014, which is great. So I know I need to use that as a way to explain. Say, okay, the old version was this way, the new way is this way. That's great. You bet I'm going to do that, right? So thank you, Marge. You did great. So let's go ahead and go on. Now, next, we need to do research on similar videos. Now, this is where I spend a ton of time with my students. The first week that they're my student, they actually do kind of goal setting and really putting out a plan. I'm really intense on creating an action plan. That's why it was so cool to show Natalie, because she was able to execute on her plan and get her goals, which is awesome. I love it. I love it. So the second week, we go in depth on recon and research, and we spend so much time on researching similar videos. And so what I want you to do is know what your oldest video is, what the video that you need to recreate. It doesn't matter if it's 6 months old, doesn't matter if it's 3 months old. You just do the oldest video, and you look at the data, and then you look at other videos that are out there. Now, what do you do when you look at the other videos? I want you to watch the videos. I want you to see what they do. Now, I want you to take that notebook that you're leaving notes on and make a few more notes on it. Like, hey, that was really cool hook. I like that. Or this is really good the way that they engaged that. Oh, they left this out. Now, the next important thing is go through every comments, because you're going to have comments exactly like Marge for them. And that's going to give you ideas for your video. And then you can put exactly those specific topics in your videos, or those ideas, because it wasn't being used in that one, and you can find a lot of valuable information there. So that's what you're able to do. Now, what we do is we now analyze it, and we're going to adjust. And now we're going to make a plan. So this is where your task number 3 comes in. This is your assignment number 3. Okay. Maybe we should do it the official way of assignment number 3. Who wants to see the official way of assignment number 3? Okay, so you're gonna see challenges when I challenge you in my videos, and it's gonna look like this. Ding! You're gonna see that come up in the video at some random time when I'm making a point about a challenge, and I'm gonna challenge you to do this. So if you're a part of the 30-day challenge, I challenge you now to do what I just told you, okay? So you take your top performing video, that's task 2, okay? Now what we're gonna do is analyze it. I challenge you to analyze it. That's your task number 3, okay? Task number 4, your assignment number 4, is to actually analyze it in a way and create a plan for a new video. I'm gonna do this with you guys. I'm making a new video. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a data-driven decision on that new video, and I'm gonna use what I'm learning from the data that we already have in analytics, we already have from comments on my videos and their videos, and I will be releasing my video as well, okay? Now, this is what I want to do. Now, these are the 10 tips that I wanna give you, because you saw that the title was like 10 tips to succeed. Well, really just surround yourself by the right people, set the goals, get them motivated, and then take action. That's how you succeed. It's simple, it's not 10. But there's 10 tips that you need to do to succeed on this task. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what those are. You guys wanna know? Put it in the comments. We're getting going. And we're gonna do some Q&A right after this as well. So I'll be able to answer your questions very specifically on that, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right in what that is. The first thing that we want to do is focus on the thumbnail and the title. I am telling you, next week, you're gonna see a video that I'm gonna give you in-depth training on title and thumbnails. But I want you not to wait for that video. I want you to take action, and I want you to focus right here, right now. And I want you to focus in on the title and thumbnail. Make it better. Look at what the data has. Start analyzing, hey, did this older video work? What can I do to improve the click-through rate? Well, can I make it better for humans? Is it going to be a more engaging thumbnail? Like really go in depth on that. And I'm going to show you strategies and tactics. We're actually going to give you 10 ideas of what to do with thumbnails. That video is coming out just in a few days. But more importantly, I want you very specifically to do this and not wait for me. Because we're doing it at the same time, but we're going to analyze the data and I'm going to show you exactly what you can do to improve. So it's taking action is the most important thing to success. Don't wait around. Take action now. Don't wait for it to happen down the road. Do it right now. Do it with me right now. Commit to do it with me right now. And let's go ahead and focus in on that title and thumbnail. Now, the next thing is I want you to share that idea with your accountability partners. Share the ideas with accountability partners. Do not post it in the Facebook group. Don't post it on Discord. Share it with your accountability partners. If you do not have one, get an accountability partner. Invite them to come be a part of the challenge. Get that discussion happening. Okay, now there's a couple reasons why. Because we're not to that step yet. There's an appropriate time to share in the group, just not right now, because what you want to do is get your idea, get that synergy going with your accountability partners, and you're going to go from there. Now, the next thing that you want to do is get their feedback. Listen to them. Hey, they might have a better idea. Oh, that's a great idea. But what if have you thought about this? Oh no, this is a great idea. Have you thought about that? Oh, this is like, show them your data too. Like that, don't hide your data. Show them the data. Like this is a very important point. If they see the same things that you see, they might see a little bit differently than you're reading it and analyzing it. So do that, get that feedback. Now, the thing that I want you to do next would be create an outline for that video. Okay, that's step number 4. I want you to create that outline for that video. I want you to give some thought process of how it's going to look. And after you've analyzed all the other competition, you analyze your videos, you saw the drop-off rate, you saw where they're engaged, you saw the ones that, hey, they really like that area. You're really analyzing it that way. You know the type of person that you're speaking to. I want you to think of that person that's in your head. It's called viewer personas. We go way in depth on this for my students, but I want you to think, oh, this is like Sally that's watching my videos and she's really starting out on YouTube and she really wants to know how to upload videos. So let's show her how to do that, right? So you're starting to think about that, and I want to write an outline for a video to connect with Sally and really help Sally get her video uploaded so that she can get more subscribers and more views. So I'm going to basically make that video for subscriber Sally. Okay. So that's really important. I want you to really write down your outline. And then once you have that outline there, what do I want you to do? Get feedback. This is going to be the story of your life on this challenge. Like if you really want to succeed, don't just make assumptions by yourself. Get feedback, whether it's from your accountability partner who could be your spouse. It could be your brother. It could be your best friend. It could be someone in this group that you don't even know who it is yet, but get that feedback because that right there is key. And then what I want you to do is make the video. So when you make the video, you already have the outline. You already got feedback from them. You figured out ways to do it. Now you're going to shoot the video. So you go ahead and shoot the video. Okay, now when you shoot the video, I want you to edit the video, and I don't want you to release the video. Do not release the video. Do not release the video. I wish I had a bigger zoom. Do not release the video. Why? Why don't I want you to release the video? Have you seen the pattern yet? It all comes back down to one thing, right? Get feedback. Get feedback. They can give you ideas to really get your video to pop. Now, you've gotten feedback in a lot of different places, and I want you to do another thing, which is optimize for your description. Now, I have a video coming out in a couple days that's going to tell you how to optimize your YouTube videos. One of the things that we're talking about is optimized descriptions. I can honestly say this for truth. Descriptions are the most underutilized metadata and information that we can actually give creators that will really trigger the algorithm, and also search engines, getting that search to show up. It's all about your description. More than you know. Wow. I can't wait to teach you that, because it's like once you understand the AI and how it works and how it operates, it just needs some data points to look out and see how it's kind of all connecting. It's all about connections. All right, so that being said, I want you to optimize your description. What do you do after you optimize your description? You get feedback. 100% you get feedback. Why are we doing it this way? Why, Daryl? This is so difficult to do this. If you want success, you need to get people that understand what you're trying to accomplish and showing them and getting this thought that's in your head to be expanded a little bit. And to have multiple people helping you really look and analyze these things. That's why that accountability partnership is really critical. I can honestly say, I have a text message right here, okay? Right here. Coming from Mr. Beast, getting feedback on a title and a thumbnail, because he will not move until his thoughts are in agreement with one of the masterminds that we belong to. And we take care of each other. That's what it is. We're passionate about what they're doing, okay? So that right there is big. Now, we get to step number 10. This is your task. I want you to release that video. You do not wait for me. You don't wait for that optimization video coming out. You release that video because you actually have the ability to do it. Like, you've been doing this, you're part of the journey. Some of you are brand new and that's okay, but I want you to get in the habit of doing things. And you're like, wait, why am I wasting my best video to do it? Well, guess what? When you go through this process, you're gonna actually release a video that's a lot better than the one that you released prior, a lot better. And you're gonna see some momentum, okay? You are. And if I, as your coach, as your coach and mentor can help you see success, then you're more motivated to do the next task, okay? So that being said, what we're gonna do is I wanna show you a couple things that's going on. Now, a lot of you were wondering about, hey, what's this challenge thing? How do I know about these challenges? Look, I can tell you that you gotta sign up with that email. Like, some of you are not checking the email. We can see exactly if the email's coming in or not. We can see if you're actually clicking on the assignments. If you really wanna succeed, this has been strategically made to really help you succeed. But I can't make you be successful. I can motivate you, but it's you. You're the only person that will lead to your success. Now, you can surround yourself by success. You can learn from successful people, but it's only up to you to do it. So you gotta make sure you check those emails, and they'll be coming out sometimes 5 or 6 times a week, but they're very, very specific things that you need to do, okay? So for that being done, make sure that you get and put your email in there and go from there. Now, if you have problems, that's where my team comes in. My team will help you know how to actually whitelist your thing. That was actually the first thing that we sent you when you signed up. There's a way to whitelist it. You got to whitelist that video or that email. And then you also make sure that it's not going to promotional or to spam, that it actually shows up in that inbox. Okay? Because you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss a step that's going to help you on the way, because this will be sequential, guys. It's what I do with every one of my clients. You definitely don't want to miss this. Okay, so that being said, we're going to get to Q&As. Now, what we're going to do here, before we get to the Q&As, I want to talk to you about the challenge. So in the videos that I'll be releasing in the next 30 days, and also on the live streams, I'm going to actually play this. And you're going to see this comes up. It comes up with a sound. You're going to hear that. It's going to be some random time. That's when I'm going to challenge the viewer to do something. And it doesn't allude to anything to the 30-day challenge. You're probably the only person that, the people that know about it, because if you're not a part of the challenge, you don't even know what that means. You're like, oh, that was a weird little animation. Like, that was really weird. It sounded like, a video game. Well, this is a video game, guys. And we're going to get to the end. We're going to get to the finish line. We're going to pass all levels. We're going to level up, okay? So that is what's going to happen. And the reason when that happens is that's going to give you the ability to know, oh, I need to take note, because that right there, when you hear that, that's when we're actually going to be seeing the task that's done. Now, I'm here to tell you, not once will I ever, I got to get another zoom. Ever. I got to get that zoom in there. I will never, ever do it for a subscribe or a like or a comment. I could care less about that. Like, that breaks terms of service anyway, and I'm not going to do that. And I'm here to tell you, what I want you to do is take action. Everything that I do is have you take action. Now, the only thing that I request that you do is tag me in social when you do it, okay? Because when you tag me, we know we have an active list of the things that we're going to be doing. And what we're going to be doing is giving away a Ultimate Creator Battle Pass, okay? We're gonna be giving away like a lot of amazing stuff like this. It's like the whole setup, the Ultimate Creator Battle Station. We're gonna have an Apple laptop. We're gonna have a standing desk, the same standing desk that I use, the same monitor that I use. And we're also using the same camera that I use, the same mic that I use. You're gonna get a SwitchPod because it's really cool, and a Peter McKinnon backpack, which I want, and a Creative Cloud account. And you're also gonna get vidIQ for a year, TubeBuddy for a year. That is what you're gonna get in that, okay? So for me, I wanna give you a little bit deeper on this. Now, what comes with that is you also are gonna get like a custom thumbnail audit, something that I only do for my top tier clients. And then you're gonna get a 1 hour consult with me, and you're also gonna get a channel shout out. Now, this is going to people that are actually taking action, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm randomly gonna just grab people that are doing it. We're gonna make sure that they've done the thing that we asked them to do in the videos, and we're gonna pick people in a hat. We're gonna basically put their name in a hat, and we're gonna randomly draw the people that are taking action. So it doesn't matter if you have 1 subscriber or 10 subscribers or 10 million subscribers. If you are doing the tasks at hand or watching what is going on the videos, you're engaging with it, and you're paying very close attention to it, and you're taking action, then you're gonna succeed. Isn't that cool? Isn't that great? Now, the cool thing about it is we're gonna do it for more than one. This is gonna happen time and time again, and we're gonna actually get 5 people on a live stream where I give it away. I'm gonna basically explain everything that they've done, show the success, show the videos. Some of you guys might only did 1 task, but guess what? That's great, but someone's gonna be doing something there, right? And then what we're gonna do is jump on collectively as a group, everyone that's in the 30-day challenge, and then I'll let you vote for your favorite creator that took action that they're able to, because I'm gonna do a shout out to their channel, that'd be your channel, shout out to a video and play one of your videos so you can see it, and that way you can get a lot of views and visibility on my channel, and it's kind of like a collaboration that we do. Doesn't that sound cool? That's like really awesome. And then the cool thing is then we can actually do a poll and also see which one you want to vote for. Now, the bad thing about it is YouTube is discontinuing the poll functionality on YouTube. They're like killing it off. I'm like, you just ruined my dreams, YouTube. Why in the world are you killing that off right when I want to do it? I'll get creative. We'll figure it out. We got 30 days. I think we could do it once before we do it. I think it ends in July or something like that. So I think we could do it once. But man, YouTube, I'm just getting things going. We might be able to do it through the community tab. We'll see if that works. But I think it's just the polls for that. I don't know. I saw it happen, but I didn't read into it yet because it just doesn't affect me that much. Well, it actually affects me quite a bit. Okay, so that's where it's at. You can see that you can win all these different things. And the cool thing about it is it starts right now. Right now, because you guys are action takers, man. You guys have come on to this training on a Saturday, and you've heard me talk to you and inspire you and motivate you, and you're part of the group, you're part of the challenge. The cool thing about it is every time I do a live stream like this privately, I'm giving out stuff, okay? So that's the whole thing. So I got right here a laptop, okay? This one, you can't get it today. Sorry, guys. That is for the end of the competition. So we're going to set it over here. But I just want you to let you know that what you're seeing is not fake. It's like I literally have it in my office right here. I can run and get the monitor, but it's like way too big. Justin, why don't you get that monitor? Like, I want to just show you guys. Like, this is not no clickbait. This is like you take action. You're able to see action, success in action. And I want to prove to you that you can actually do this. So, oh my gosh. This is going to be hard. Okay, so like, this is the monitor that I use right here. So I have like a big iMac, and then I have this monitor here. I can't even. But it's a big monitor. You can see it goes everywhere. It's the latest and greatest. Has USB-C, all that fun stuff. You can't get that one. You can get it at the end. We also have the camera of my choice. I own 3 of these. You guys will own one. When I go to the other studio, on the other side, it's not this camera right here, but it's the other one. I actually use this at my desktop for my webcam. I know it's overkill, but guess what? I like the camera. It's an awesome camera, right? Okay, so next is this. Okay, so we are giving a Gorilla Pod right here today. So I did not pick a question yet. If you are the lucky winner of the first question that's picked, you get this. I'm going to send it to you. All you got to do is DM me and tell me the time code, and so I know it's you. And then we can actually have my team ship this to you. And not only do you get this, but you're going to get this. Okay, this is clickbait socks right here. Let me show you right here. They are, like, seriously the most comfortable socks in the history of all mankind. Get your question ready because we're picking a question here in a second. Okay, so that's very unsanitary, coronavirus approved. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Clickbait face right there. You got to have the clickbait face right there. We go. So I like these socks. These are actually some of the most comfortable socks in the world. And I love them. I really do. They're just great. And so when you ever have a consult with me, or you do something cool, you get one of these. So that's what I'm giving away. And the first question is going to be asked by, here we go. Corey, why the oldest video? Is that an actual question that they asked? Okay. Now that's really, really good. That's a good question. I don't know if it's an old question, but Corey, you are the winner. You are the winner of this and these. Not this one. I'll get you one that's like more hygienic, but we'll get this. This is coming to you. Corey, make sure you put it in the chat so that you can integrate with the team. Reach out to me on Twitter, or better yet, in the Facebook group or Discord, because that's what we do stuff, right? Okay, so why older videos? Because that has enough data, and if they're still top performing, that means that there's a lot of interest in it, and you need to be able to do what the algorithm sees that people are interested in. Because think about it from YouTube's perspective. In the last 90 days, in your top videos that you have, it could be even in your top 10, one video, two videos, or three videos in your top 10 might be the same niche, might be the same genre, might be the same type of video, right? So you have all this momentum of people that are interested in that. Okay. Now the next thing that they do is like when you do that, when you upload a video, that video will now be suggested to all those other videos that are currently going. Now, there's going to be some things that I'm going to have you do to optimize it. Like, you're going to see how we optimize it. That's coming up in a training. But what you want to do is do that, because when that video goes up, it now is being suggested. And if you have a great thumbnail and a great title, they're going to click. And if you did the thing that I told you to do in the last 10 things that you need to do to get that video ready out, you're going to actually have some great feedback to really make you make a better video. And if you can make a better video than the first one, then you're guaranteed that you should have a better click-through rate. Now, keep in mind, analyze all your thumbnails, man. Like, I just wouldn't analyze the one. I'd look at all your top-performing thumbnails and figure out why they're the top performers. And that's what I would be doing on that exercise. So, Corey, congratulations on that. Let's go to the next question. Who is the next question? It is Ladybug. Says, is this challenge able to help those who only have one or two videos up? I'm finding some useful information, but not sure if I should wait or actually participate in the challenge. Oh, Ladybug. Do not wait. If you want this to happen, you got to take action. Now, I knew this question would come up, so this is what I'm going to do for you. Just because you're cool, you're getting a SwitchPod. Okay, now, not only a SwitchPod, but a VidSummit SwitchPod. I actually had to con people, not con them. I had to ask for people to send their SwitchPod back. It has been opened from somebody at VidSummit, but it's okay. It's coming to you because we ran out of those type of SwitchPods, but it's okay. So you're gonna get a SwitchPod. So just for asking that question, we'll go ahead and get you that. Make sure you DM us either in Discord or Facebook. Okay. So you got to take action. You can't wait. You can't wait to do this. So what I would do, and I knew this question would come up, and what I would do if I was in that situation is go look on a video you want to make and go out and do some recon and research. This is what I teach all my students to do in week 2. And I want to see what's happening on YouTube. See the latest videos. See how many views that they got. Really toggle that on some creators that you think that are really amazing, and make a list and write it down on your book, your notebook, okay? And then you start to analyze the patterns from there. And that's what I would say is, okay, I'm making a video. Maybe I don't have a video out yet, but I'm going to, and this is an idea that I had, and here's some inspiration that I got. Do not copy the video. Be creative. Do it yourself. Make it better. Make it your own. Put a twist on it that you didn't even think about yet. And then go through that same process with your accountability partners. I would also find somebody as your accountability partner that maybe is in the same situation as you, and maybe another accountability partner that might have a few videos. They might have been doing it for 4 or 5 months or 6 months. Just do that, and then that way you have some really good data. Okay, very good question. Very good question. Now, this next prize is probably my favorite thing. The Chosen. Okay, so this is a DVD of The Chosen. I will actually sign it because I am the CEO and also an executive producer on a TV series that broke the all-time crowdfunding record in film and television. We did $11 million, had 19,000 people that became our partners in the project, and this is season 1, and we're getting ready to do season 2. We're just scouting locations right now. It's just amazing. Give you season 1. Now, here's the important thing on this. I am passionate about helping people, like seriously. And when I came onto this project, this is the reason why 3 years ago that I had to neglect this YouTube channel. And it hurt. I wanted not to neglect this YouTube channel, but I wanted to do this project more than anything in my life. Anything. I think everything that I was doing was leading to that moment. And I had the ability to do it. We had to raise the money. We broke the all-time crowdfunding record. Then we had to get it distributed. We had over 5.2 million app downloads since December, and we are crushing it. We made enough money that we can go into production now and do season 2, the first 4 episodes. And so I'm really excited about that. That's coming to you right here. It is a TV series about the life of Jesus Christ, but it's like no other that you've ever seen before. I've actually showed this to like 40 atheists, and they loved it. They thought it was great. They don't even believe in Jesus Christ, and that's okay. It's really good storytelling. It's really, really amazing. Okay, so that's where this one's coming to. Okay, boom, it's coming up. Okay, Amy, you just won that. Do I need to update my equipment to get my channel to blow up? I'm just using my iPhone now. Amy, I hope you have a DVD player. If you don't, I'll get you a digital copy for sure. This is coming to you. One of my students, I'm not going to name the channel, not going to do it yet. We're going to wait because I'm going to really get him blown up. He shoots every single video on his iPhone. This iPhone's amazing. It has an amazing camera. This is 4K, but he just does it right there. He doesn't have a computer to edit. He doesn't like editing on computers. He edits on his iPhone. He uploads on his iPhone. That's it. No audio tricks. Minimal anything. It's just the video. He's getting millions and millions of views. You probably want to know who it is, but those are part of the last channel Jumpstart. You know who he is because he's crushing it, and he's going to continue to crush it, and he doesn't need new equipment. Like equipment, it's more about the content than it is about equipment. My favorite story about this is Cute Girl's Hairstyle. They actually had the worst video recorder of all time. It was really cool for them, and they edited it on iMovie, and they did that for years. Even though they made money, it was just easy and convenient for them, and that's what they were doing. And they have all these channels that are successful. Yeah, they have better equipment now, but it's about the content to grow. It's about humans, and I'm telling you, sometimes this is a lot better than a Red camera that you're spending, $100,000 for. The reason why is it's able to do things very quickly, like come out of your pocket instead of packing it around, and you can take those moments and really make amazing content. Amazing content. I was actually gave you 5 tips on this YouTube channel at the beginning of the year. I was in Hawaii. I didn't take my camera, but I had my camera right there, and people are like, why are you zoomed in so close? Well, it's because I was doing this. Like, I can't help it. I have a big head, and the camera's too close. I'm not a vlogger. Leave me alone. All right, so anyway, okay, so great question. That's what I would do. Take action now. Do not wait. Okay, let's go to another question. Here we go. All right, what should I focus on more on CTR, which is click-through rate, watch time, or both? Okay, here is the discussions with Daryl. If they don't click on it, you never get watch time. So let me say that again. If they don't click on it, you don't get the watch time. Watch time starts with the click. So put your energy and effort in that click, okay? And do your very best for the watch time. But start with the click. The click is the title, the thumbnail. That's why after I show you the video that I'm doing, how to properly upload a YouTube video, that's why I'm going to spend time on the most important thing on YouTube, which isn't optimizing YouTube videos. It's like really getting a good thumbnail. And I'm telling you, the reason why you want to get a good thumbnail is because watch time is what YouTube looks at. And the first data point that it sees to get it out to more people is that click. And if it's higher than normal, boom, it's going to go out to more people. And if your video is really good, boom, that's where watch time comes from, baby. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to get some socks, VidSummit socks that looks like I'm flipping you off, but I'm not. I'm really just going like this. All right, make sure you put your thing in the comments. Now, are we running out of prizes, Justin? Oh my gosh. Okay. We're running out of prizes, but it's okay. We'll continue to ask questions. I will go do all the prizes over and over again. But we'll go from there. So, okay, so here's the next question coming from Sarah. Okay, all right, Sada. Here we go. Question, should I be implementing the strategies if I have a music channel? I do not make vlogs. I only do covers, original songs. Any tips? You are going to get a couple things. Number one, you're going to get this hat. It's a really cool hat. It's my VidSummit hat. I love it. It's one of my favorite hats in the world. You're going to get that. Let me give you some advice. There's probably a lot of people that can give you advice on different channels. I actually decided to go away from search engine optimization back in 2013 because of two things. Number one, YouTube changed. They went to an algorithm driven. Number two, I had a client that they were doing cover songs on YouTube, and I was blown away at the amazing talent that they had, and they were extremely talented. And they went from, they just blew up. We worked together, they blew up, they got 1.8 million subscribers, they got a lot of subscribers now. 200 million video views, they got a lot more than 200 million video views, and they're called Piano Guys. So I got my start with music. I know this world. I've worked with Lindsey Sterling and all these other, creators that are out there in the space, Peter Hollins. And I can tell you that it's tough. It's tough to get music to go. So I would strongly encourage you to do a blended approach because it takes so much energy and effort to do a cover song unless you're doing it, all natural. You're basically doing acoustic. And it's tough because you got to produce it, get all that other stuff, and make an amazing video. You might be able to only get a video out once a month. And that right there is great. But if you want people to connect with you, you need to do what we did with The Chosen. So I'm going to give you The Chosen too. And this is going to be added benefit. So you're going to get the hat and The Chosen. Let me tell you about The Chosen. So I knew going into this that The Chosen would only be watched a couple times, and then that's great. They're going to forget about it. So what did we do? We wanted it to connect with us and the message that we have and give them more access to it. So we actually had behind the scenes information about creating the video, the movie, the TV series, whatever you want to call it. That's what we did. And when we first started the journey, it was like, hey, look at what we want to do. And we were talking about why we wanted to do it. And we're doing behind the scenes of, hey, some cool things that we've worked on, some cool projects, and this is why we want to do it. And we started to think as a community. And the great thing about it is this came out in like Thanksgiving. And, people are finding it today, but we have a really engaged audience. The most engaged audience I've ever seen. I've done audience development my whole life, and I've never seen an audience like this. And the cool thing about this, more than anything else, is the reason why is because the content's really good, but more importantly, this is the more important thing. It doesn't matter. Once they bought it, but to become a true fan, they need to have other content that's about them. So one of the things that I can tell you, one of our strategy was really helping people see the potential of what they're trying to do. So if your goal is to be a musician full-time and tour the world, then you need to give more access than just the music that you're making. And whether that's on another channel, I really don't care. But you've got to consistently be showing the process and getting them to connect with you. Because like when I was growing up, I was a metalhead. I was like Metallica was my jam. And I came to Jesus after that. Cause just let you know, it's not my jam anymore. But I still love the music. But I born Jesus. But anyway, that was kind of my jam back in the day. And you wanted to be surrounded by other people that like what you like. And that was pre-internet. So it's like, hey, you're hanging out, you're listening to music, whatever, that's cool. But now it's really super easy because there's subreddits, there's Facebook pages and all that other stuff that's around a specific genre. Well, you could be that genre. You could be that person that they connect with, and you're able to help take them to your music, which is what you're passionate about. And maybe it's like, hey, I want to get it out into the world. Well, maybe they can help you do it. That's like a fan club, and they're going to help you get you there. Okay. All right. So we're going pretty good. All right. Let's take another question. ASMR Dream More. What is momentum exactly? So we'll give you some socks or something. We'll give you some clickbait socks here. Clickbait face socks. Okay, so with that, let me tell you. First off, momentum is views. How many views are you getting within 90 days? How many views are coming for each specific top performing videos? Okay, how many views are you getting into the 48 and in a day, 48 hours, and then 24 hours? So that is momentum, and I want you to understand that's where it's going. It's either going up, it's either stalled out, or it's either going down. You can look at that. So all my students, we really focus in on 90 days. And if you have 90 days of momentum, you're in the good graces of YouTube. If you're on a downtrend, you can still get it. It's just going to take a little bit more time. It just takes the right type of video. But if you have constant traffic, the constant views coming to a video, then that's where it's at. So that's what I would do. Okay, very good. All right, so we're gonna have more. I'm like literally out of prizes right now, so we're gonna just keep on taking questions. So I do apologize. So your prize is me answering the questions. So let's go ahead and do the next one, and it's come from Wildly Interpreted Selling. Okay, so what should we do with our old videos that is not related to new content or the niche we're doing? Should we make them private? Does it impede your channel to make those videos public? Okay. I love this question. It's one of my favorite questions ever. Why would you want to make it private? Why would you want to delete it off your YouTube channel? This is about your journey, right? And I've pruned before. I mean, that's like deleting a video here or there. And in fact, back in October, you can go and check this for Mr. Beast, but he actually pruned a lot of his library just so that he could be eligible for Google Preferred. Okay, the top tier of the top tier of advertising. And the reason why is like, it was like a little edgy. And so those are deleted now, and that's fine. Why wouldn't he delete the rest of the videos? Well, it's all about traffic and momentum, okay? And if you just take away, if you private a video, if you delete a video, you just lost momentum in a day, okay? But if those videos weren't getting traffic, then that's fine. I have videos right now on my YouTube channel that I want to delete. I will delete them at a time. They're getting millions of views, but at the end of the day, I'm going to take the view. I'm going to take the momentum. Now, is it the right view, the right momentum on the right topic? Probably not. But if I do more on what's working or what I want to do, that's great. So let me give you the example. Christina, we gave that example of looking at her traffic and momentum, right? Dog pee versus modular homes or tiny homes, right? She didn't want dog pee videos. Nobody want dog pee videos. And so she decided to do it. Did she delete it off her channel? Absolutely not. Did she ask to delete it off? Absolutely. But she's not known for dog. If she stopped doing dog pee videos, it's fine. But if they find out her and they come into it and they're like, oh, I want a tiny home, she might have just got another subscriber. But yes, it is disconnected. But YouTube okay, this is really important for everyone to understand this. But YouTube looks very specifically at individual YouTube videos and it relates it to that, okay? And you can grow a video. You can grow a channel if you have individual videos perform. And if you do what I just told you, and it's on a topic that you actually want to do, you're going to have momentum of suggestion and getting suggested videos. Why? Because you have related content on your own library. Okay, next question. Okay, off the jacks. As your channel as a whole builds in watch time, does it help future videos, or are they each totally individual? Look. Very complicated question. I'm going to give you a simple answer. Everything helps with momentum. And YouTube looks at the indicators of individual videos and the data relationship of viewers. So YouTube's looking at the viewers who's just engaged, and they're going to try to give them the best options for them to watch content. So it's going to help your channel as they engage with videos. And so they are connected. And the only way they're connected by is the patterns that the AI is able to see is, oh, they liked this channel and they watched 5 videos. Well, let's show them this other one. And let's show them another one tomorrow when they come on, and another one after that. And then, you know, if they keep on watching them, let's keep on recommending it until they subscribe. And when they subscribe, let's go in and have it show up in the subscription feed and the more on homepage. I mean, that's the way it works. So like that is the system. Let's go to the next question here. Okay, so is live streaming on your channel that uploads content regularly bad for the channels that uploaded content? Or do the analytics of the live streams affect the uploaded content? Now, I can honestly say I've done more tests on this than ever before. We actually just broke the all-time live streaming record on a YouTube original for Rock, Paper, Scissors for Mr. Beast. I was one of the producers on that. And I can tell you that there's never in a million years that we would have done a live stream if it was going to be bad for the channel. A few years ago, I did a really, really long test, and I gave data to my students where I did a long 5-day live stream, and I learned a lot. And I made a lot of recommendations to YouTube, and YouTube listened and took those recommendations. And there's some other people that was involved with it, and they course corrected a few things. Okay, and it was at one time when they first started live streaming, it was really awkward, and now it fits like a glove. I'm live streaming right now. It's an unlisted video, but I live streamed. And you'll notice in my strategy that every week I'm going to live stream publicly. And then I'm also going to do a private live stream like this. Well, it's an unlisted, but you know what I'm saying. So they're good. Okay, moving to the next one. Oh, Beanie. Beanie. I love Beanie stuff. Do you change the description for good performing videos to impact its future success or potentially raise its potential success even further? Okay, I have the thing that I just don't mess with top performing videos unless, there's always an unless it's just performing a lot through suggestion, right? And so what I like to do is create a little bit more data. So the thing that I do in a description, you're gonna see this when I talk about optimizing videos that's coming up. But in descriptions, I always put a link to videos that are related. Data for the AI, especially if I'm going to release it or it's being released right now. And we'll talk about that in optimizing. It's coming up and you're gonna have some very, very strict assignments for that to really succeed. So super excited about that. Okay, next question. Okay, I run a podcast YouTube channel. How do I analyze for podcast videos and research for videos? Okay, so one thing that you probably know is about Joe Rogan. What you probably don't know is Joe Rogan's the 4th most watched YouTube channel in the world. 4th, yes. And he has clips. And so he has another channel that he has clips. So he has one for that, the other one. I'd look at his strategy, see what he's doing. To analyze it, like you got to do what you got to do for the podcast. If that's podcast first, then it's video second. I get that. Or it's behind the scenes that people want to do it. So if you're live streaming it, that's even better. And then you take the clips and the moments that are engaging, put them on another channel, or you can put it on the channel that you have there. Look at the strategies, and I would just basically test it out before I create a channel and see if it's disconnected. If you're only doing the podcast once a week, maybe you can get 3 videos that promote another podcast and listen to the whole thing. That gets you a new audience that's super engaging. Or you might want to do it as 2 channels that you kind of cross promote and cross push. Both strategies work. They're both amazing. I'd try to pick and just analyze and adjust. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so what if our oldest video isn't the type of video we want to continue putting on our channel? Then go to the next oldest video. Like, I mean, Christina had dog pee videos or modular homes. We're just looking for momentum. Where's the most momentum in the last 90 days? Where's the most momentum in the last 48 days? So like, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Find a video that is. You've got to have more than one, right? Unless you only have one video that you've only uploaded in the last 5 years. Okay, moving on to the next one. What about translation, subtitles, titles, and so on? If they're translated, how much do they really help? I have a video coming out very soon on optimizing your videos. You'll want to watch that one over and over and over and over again because I'm going to give you my strategies on it. and my thought process. One of the biggest mistakes that I made, I'm going to share on that when it actually comes to audience development. I wanted to go global for a channel, and for that channel right there. And I went global, but it was the worst performing CPMs ever in the history of all mankind in my life. Like bad. So I learned, and I'm sharing what I learned. I promise you. No, you got to watch that video. It's coming up. All right. Next question. If you go after a new niche, how do you do research on an audience that is a new niche? Any tips? Week 2 of Channel Jumpstart, I go in depth on recon and research. Basically, you want to analyze channels that are already in that niche, see their top performing videos, kind of put it in groups, look and analyze that. That's kind of what most people would do. Like if you're going to open up a restaurant and you want to do it on certain, you definitely want to go to restaurants and see what you like, what you don't like, and the type of content from there. Now, keep in mind, it's going to be more tough than doing stuff that you're already doing. But I've had channels explode right out of the gate because they understand the audience, they're passionate about it, and they're able to really grow. And having the right strategy, which you're learning here, will give you the right type of success. Okay, so moving on to the next question here. Question 3, are 3 hashtags you can put in the description. How important are they? We are getting to all this. I think, Justin, if you can only take questions when it's dealing with the certain tasks, I do apologize, guys. I want to answer every one of your questions. I really do. I really do. I want to answer questions, but like I would rather think it would be more beneficial that I'm answering questions about the assignments, the things that you learned right here. And the reason why is because you need to do this in stages, in steps. Okay? Line upon line, precept upon precept. And so right now, focus in on the task at hand, ask those questions that's there. So that's coming out in a future video. So in the next question here, after doing assignments number 1, I noticed content from the beginning was bad. I was told bad video causes issues even years later. So if I do suggested deleted unlisted private videos for underperformers. So look, you just don't mess with, like if they're not getting you views, then it's bad content. Don't worry about it. Like if people get it, that's great. They're going to say, oh my gosh, you've improved. Like you look at the video of how to properly upload your YouTube videos, the next video I'm putting out, right? You're going to look at my old video and you're going to say, oh my gosh, he's so much better. Well, or worse, or thinner. Who knows? Who knows what you're going to think? We'll find out. We'll find out. All right. So next question. How do you make good titles? That is coming up. But what I want you to do is do it where you're coming up with the idea, you're looking out and doing the recon and research and going from there. Guys, this has been so cool. Now, I want to just remind you, you're going to get assignments coming through email. You want to make sure we whitelist the email. Okay. The second thing you want to do is make sure you're involved in the communities. We have communities that you need to be a part of. It is Facebook. It is, let's see here. I thought I had a slide here, but maybe not. It is Facebook. It is Discord. You want to be a part of that. You want to engage there. Also, you're going to have new assignments that are coming out. And if you want to win, if you want to win the gloriousness of all this stuff and all of the prizes, I'm looking for the people that are really taking action, the people that are doing what they need to by listening to what these trainings are. They're involved with it. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need to be on a call. You don't need to do anything. You just need to take action, and you need to be able to do it in a way that makes sense. And you can win all these things in that Ultimate Creator Battle Station. But more importantly, it's this. You will see this coming up with the sound, with the icon in my videos. And that's when you know that you have a task to do to win all that other stuff. I'm not going to put it in an email, okay? I'm going to put other assignments in an email, and I'm going to count those as well. And I'm going to give you assignments there. So you win both ways. So it doesn't matter if you have 1 million subscribers and you're doing it and you've like had all the success in the world, you could still win this amazing thing and all these different prizes and get a shout out just by taking action, by just going and taking action right now, because you've learned from my videos and you're watching for that challenge and you're looking for that icon, and it all starts with you. Success all starts with you taking action and doing the things that you need to do. Surrounding yourself by the right people, finding a mentor. I'm your mentor. Being a part of the community, but more importantly, doing the 10 things I just told you to do and making that video even if you don't have any videos up. Taking action is where it's at, and that's where you're gonna see success. So guys, thank you so much, and we're gonna see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.